All right, Smell Good family. Another reminder. This coming Friday. I'm gonna keep saying it until the event, but this Friday, Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, myself, Cali's Groom Room, Versace Battles are brought to you by Equality Fragrances, EQ, giving us the platform to do this, man, on this coming Friday. So y'all check in, man. Holla at us, man. Smell Good family. Represent. Be down in the chat, man. Smell Good family. And we're gonna have a good time, man. So the title of the versus battle is 10 Summer Date Night fragrances, man. So definitely looking forward to it. Cali's Groom Room, your boy, Dedrick L. Hicks Jr., Versace, EQ, Equality Fragrances. Man, looking forward to it. This Friday, if y'all got time, y'all come on tap in. All right, y'all come on and tap in. Appreciate y'all, man. YouTube, what's going on, YouTube? What's going on, man? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, Dedrick L. Hicks Jr. And you know what's up, man? We're back for another fragrance video, all right? So, Smell Good family, hopefully everyone is well, doing great, doing fantastic. Hopefully you're having the best day or the best week ever so far whenever you are watching this, all right? So, I've always, with these fragrances, since I've had them, have been heavily complimented, but not just any type of compliment. I usually get, wow, you smell really good, or man, that smells amazing. Hey, what's that? Like, it's a conversation starter with these 7 fragrances, okay? So this video was inspired by just, I'm not gonna lie, just kind of watching through the content, watching the conversations, and I know people are really big on compliments, and I understand. All right, but for me, these are not the fragrances that I selected that I would deem compliment worthy. These are the fragrances that people told me are compliment worthy just by their responses. All right, so I got 7 of them today. Most of these are widely available. One of them is kind of getting hard to get, but let's jump right into it. All right, up first, man, from the house of Giorgio Armani, we have Acqua di Joe Profumo. Now, the majority of the time when I wear this one, I do wear it to the office. I don't think I'm wearing it nowhere else but except to the office, all right? And every single time that I wear this, I get complimented. Whether it's somebody for the first time or they recognize me wearing the scent and they compliment me again. I always get the wow, that smells so good. What is that? Like, it's always a conversation starter, man, with this fragrance, man. So really good stuff. I know it's getting harder and harder to get. I know the new parfum is coming out. A lot of rumors of that. It's just a repackaging of this. Now, I'm not gonna lie, of course I would love something new from the line, but if they repackage this in another way, I'm cool, because I want to get me another bottle anyway. So we'll have to see how that goes. But this one right here, I always get big time compliments, just wow, or what is that, every single time that I wear it to the office from the house of Giorgio Armani. We have Acqua di Joe Profumo. All right, up next, it never fails. I can literally say no matter what version that I'm wearing of this fragrance, I literally catch a compliment. The DNA is incredible, but this house has really got me more love than the originator. From the house of Armaf, from the Club de Nuit line, we have Intense Man, limited edition, pure parfum. Now, of course, this is representing the Titan DNA of Creed Aventus. And I promise you, I just wore this a couple of days ago. I constantly get complimented with the Intense Man flankers. Even when I wear Creed Aventus, I don't get as much attention when I'm wearing it. I have been complimented, but not like this. I wear Intense Man faithfully. It's one of the must-have fragrances in my life, all right? But every time I wear an Intense Man flanker, I get asked, what is that, bro? You smell really good. From the grocery store to the barbershop to the office, I get compliments on this, and they want me to know that I smell good. It's always a conversation starter for sure. So any version of this is really good to me, and it just does well for me. From the house of our moth, we have Club de Nuits, limited edition, Intense Man, the Pure Parfum. Big time conversation starter when I wear that fragrance. All right, next up, this fragrance I always get complimented when me and my wife are out on a date. And no matter what restaurant that we've been to, seriously, and I've worn this, not only does my wife really love it, but so does whoever's the waiter or the waitress for the evening. From the house of Acqua Rabanne, we have 1 Million Lucky. No lie, man. This one always starts a conversation. I vividly remember, I want to say a couple of years ago, Valentine's night, me and my wife were out to dinner. My wife went to the restroom. It's like the waitress, waited for the opportune time to come up while my wife was going to say, I didn't want to be rude to your wife, but you smell amazing. What is that? And I told her, it's cool. Just say, my wife not going to trip by you saying I smell good. She's like, yeah, you just don't know how that goes. I said, I feel you, but you're good. And I told her what it was. She was like, really? I was like, yeah. So she actually wanted me to show her the bottle, and she looked it up on her phone so she could buy it for her boyfriend or whoever it was, because she said she wanted to buy it for her. Yeah, she said a boyfriend. So this one, no matter when I wear it, I'm very purposeful with this one because I love it that much. So when I wear it, I get major attention and compliments and conversations with this fragrance. From the house of Acqua Rabanne, we got 1 Million Lucky. Never fails. Never fails. All right, up next. Now, this is one that as soon as I got it, I was blown away. But the few times that I've worn it, I've gotten probably the most intense compliments that I've ever gotten, and that's with any fragrance in my collection. That's right. From the house of Paris Corner, from the Amir line, we have When Souls Get High. When Souls Get High. Now, I know this is well, I don't know for a fact, but it's supposed to be a clone of a Killian fragrance out there, but I'm not interested in that right now. When I smelled it in the burst of honey, the nuttiness, the sweet tobacco, just one of, if not my favorite gourmand style of a fragrance. Me and my wife went to a local, it was I think it was an Asian restaurant, and just the receptionist look and the way she looked at me when I was coming to try to get on the guest list to be seated, I couldn't even get to it because she wanted to know. This is exactly what she did. She had her head down and she was like, how many? I told her, and she looked up like this and looked at me, kind of got folks. She said, sir, what is that? It is filling up my space. It smells so good. And she kind of hit the desk and she grabbed the young lady that was next to her and started a conversation just about when I was wearing this. That's right. This is no cap, as the children say, or no lies. This is the absolute truth. It was a Saturday night. It was cool out, and me and my wife were out on a date night, and this fragrance I've never experienced a personal compliment like that. And when someone else was brought in and she wanted to know, and the energy was great. It was great. I felt really, really good. I had already been complimented from head to toe from my wife on the date, because when she came into my presence after I sprayed this, she was taken aback fully, and she let me know that how she felt about this fragrance on that evening. So When Souls Get High is phenomenal. I can't express it enough, and it's a huge compliment getter and conversation starter. From the house of Paris Corner, from the Amir line, we have When Souls Get High. Fellas, do not sleep on this, and ladies, you definitely can pull that off. All right, up next, from the house of Mancera, we have Oud Lemon Mint. Oud Lemon Mint. This one right here, during the warmer months, I constantly get complimented on this fragrance. This is a fan favorite no matter where I am when I've worn this. I've worn this out and about doing some shopping. I remember the gentleman at my local Dillard's, I was buying something from Dillard's, and he stopped me and said, "Hey, man, you smell good. I've never really smelled that before." Like, he said, "Is it a body spray?" And I was like, "Nah, it ain't a body spray. It's a fragrance. It's a full-blown cologne from the house of Mancera." So he had never heard of it. It was an older gentleman. He said he never heard of it. I kind of told him what it was, and of course he wanted me to confirm what bottle it was when he looked up, because he was so engulfed, you know what I'm saying, with how it smelled. And women love this fragrance a lot as well. I've gotten several compliments. Like I said, me and my buddies went out to watch a UFC event to the local pub bar during the summer. This was last year, and while we were sitting there waiting, the young lady who walked up to bring us to our table said, "Somebody smells incredible. Which one is it?" And the guys who are with all pointed to me. So things like that kind of get out of the ordinary passing by compliments. You know, somebody walk by and say, "Hey man, you smell good." They keep going. Nah, man, this one right here, someone stopped what they're doing to engage with the fragrance, man. So good stuff here, man. Compliment getter, conversation starter from the house of Mancera. We have Oud Lemon Mint. Good stuff, man. You can get this for a good price too, man. Good price too on discounters. All right, this one right here, no matter when I wear it, it is complimented, because this probably is the most mass appealing compliment getting fragrance in this whole video from the house of what is it? I don't know, forgot the name of Versace. Yes, we have Versace Havana. Look at the dent in that bottle. And when it gets hot, I bring it out, man. I bring it out. As beautiful as it smells to me, you know, people say it's generic. Aqua, it smells like Invictus Aqua or the original Invictus, however you want to spin it. Besides all of that, this just smells incredible, and people just love the DNA. Even with the plum and the cinnamon and the spices and the more body of a fragrance that this is compared to the Invictus and the Invictus Aqua, this one right here, people just don't turn their nose to it. It's like it draws them into you. And I've definitely got several compliments. This fragrance, I've been asked point blank period, probably more than anyone on this table, "What is that, bro? I need the link. Is it on Amazon? Where can I find it at, bro? You smell amazing." Like, so this one right here gets a lot of conversations, and it's one in the heat I wear often. So the dent, that's why it's there. And as many conversations I've had about it, it's due. It's just due for sure. So from the house of Versace, another compliment getter, conversation starter. From the house of Versace, we have Versace Havana. Everybody watching this video probably has Havana, and you should. All right. And last but not least, I have a special story about this one. This is good stuff, but from the house of Rojas, all right? We have Rojas Mustache, EDP. This is incredibly sexy. Now, I don't know if it's a tuxedo clone or not, because I've never smelled tuxedo. Some people say it's in the range. Some people say it's spot on. Some people say no, hints of it, but it does its own thing. All of that is irrelevant to this video. This video, me and a buddy of mine, we went to lunch, and we were kicking it, man. And when we came in, the young lady who brought us our coffees, while we were getting something to eat, she said, "Sir, I've never smelled anybody who smells like you. What is that? Like, seriously." And she was like, "What is it?" And she was very upbeat, very fun, younger young lady, and you could tell she just had a lot of spunk to her. And I told her what it was. She was like, "Never heard of it. It sounds like it smells." She said, "It sounds like it's super expensive." And I told her, actually, it's not. So when I told her the price that I paid for, which was around that $40, $45 mark, she said I was a liar. She said I was a liar, and they can't serve liars at this restaurant. Of course, she was joking, but that's just the interaction, the conversation that I had when I wore this fragrance. And then when I came home from lunch, eating with my homeboy, My wife was like, you left a massive trail in the house that I followed. This is what she said to me. And because when I got home, me and her went back out, went to the furniture store. And man, furniture's super expensive these days, but back on track. Went to the furniture store, and when we walk in, the gentleman who was ringing us up as we were purchasing a new piece of furniture, he complimented me as well. He was like, sir, I can't help but ask, like, what is that? Like, I normally wouldn't ask, but I want to know what that smell is. Can you help me out? And I let him know. So just deep interaction with another fragrance in the collection. And Rojas Mustache got it done for me, man. Great stuff here. Very sexy fragrance for sure. For sure. All right. So those were 7 fragrances that I get great compliments from, and also I get conversations from. They're great conversation starters. All right. So Smell Good family, let me know down below in the comments, what fragrances do you get a chance to describe or express or explain to people who want to know what you're wearing? And what do you think about these 7 for sure? Let me know down below in the comments. Look forward to reading them. Like I said, I didn't choose these 7 fragrances. These 7 fragrances were chosen by the people who compliment and start conversations with me about them. All right. So until next time, man, y'all be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves, and y'all know what to do. Take care of yourselves. Invest in you. Put the time in so you can be the best version of yourself. And while you're at it, splacker up, splacker down, splacker that thing all around. Smell Good family. Y'all be cool.